Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and listen, my computer has been acting crazy, so that's why I haven't been on. I probably should have just pre-recorded some videos on my phone, but then I need to delete some off my phone. It's a lot going on, but I said, you know what, F it. Whatever the computer do tonight, it's gonna do, and that's just how it's gonna be, and that's just what it is. Okay, y'all, we are here to talk about married medicine and Potomac. All right. But first, let me get on here. Shout out to the people that are still up with me. As you can see, I still have my instructor shirt on. Class ended late tonight. We had a time. It ended late tonight because we were working out some routines, y'all. But we had a good old time, okay? Very good time. Hold on, let me need to share my screen. Also, y'all, Summer House is back. I don't know how many of y'all watch Summer House, but yeah. I will be watching Summer House because I want to know what happened with this whole situation. I just want to see where the buildup for this divorce situation came from. That's what I want to know. Hold on, y'all. I got to share my screen because I'm going to use some things. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat. I don't think it's very many of you because it's as hell. But y'all, I have been so busy at work. It is just insane. It is absolutely insane. I don't know why it won't let me log into my account, y'all. Oh no. Okay, here we go. I'm about to say, because I have to use some stuff from Instagram and it's not letting me it's logging into my fitness page and I don't want to use that. Let's give 2 seconds to figure this out. Switch it up. All right, here we go. Here we go. And I'm going to do some timestamps, y'all, so that we can make sure. Let me move this over. I am so tired. My eyes are red, but we're going to push through. Am I frozen? Jeez, Louise. Let me know if you can at least hear me. I'm going to take myself off the screen. Save your login. Yes. Save the info. All right, y'all. So let's talk about, first we're going to talk about Karen in this interview she did with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happened. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all, I don't believe that Karen has learned her lesson. I just simply don't. I don't. I don't believe Karen has learned a lesson. I think that I think that Jill was wholly and solely a inconvenience for her. That's all it was. I think that Karen believes that she is not an alcoholic. I think that, she went to jail and she thought that she was doing a service to the people. And it's like, girl, Karen, you did all this dancing around because you didn't want to say that you're an alcoholic when you are an alcoholic, when you are an alcoholic. And she just kept on insinuating that it was just mainly the pills. That's really what she kept getting into. She kept saying basically it's the pills that had her out of control. But when you choose to mix alcohol, and this is what I want to say, ain't no lady making poor decisions. Hold on, y'all. Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me because I know I'm kind of lagging on the screen, but I at least want to make sure that you guys can actually hear me. Hold on, let me just turn it on my phone. Hold on, y'all. Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me because I know I'm. Okay, so it's kind of behind. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get on into the thing. All right, let me take myself off camera. Maybe that'll help the sound. I don't know what's going on with either my computer or StreamYard. It's crazy. Use that one. I want to use this one. The screen. I don't know why my computer is acting. It is so annoying. Karen says, I don't drink and drive. This is something I just wouldn't do. So I had to be out of it to do it. Basically, ma'am, you are over here making excuses. Okay. And at this point, Karen, of all the things that you have done, it is time to stop making excuses. She should have sat her black ass up there and said, listen, y'all, I was drinking. I was doing all the things that I shouldn't have been doing. And I am sorry. I don't want to do it again. Now, Karen keeps on talking about throughout this interview, she talked about, being sexually assaulted at the age of 19, and she continuously references back to that time and blames her actions current date on that situation. Now, here's what I would say to that. I never want to be that person that takes away from somebody's trauma or what they've experienced in their life, right? But with all the money that you have, you would have thought that you would, Karen, that is, will go and seek help. Go sit down with a therapist. Talk about this. I think that when we get older, we are responsible for our own situation. We're responsible for our lives. So you can't be sitting up here saying how this and that and the third or whatever, and not saying that you can't. I can't tell this lady what she can and cannot do and how to deal with her trauma. But I would think that when you become financially capable and stable, right? you would think that you would use your money to better yourself and better yourself in a way where you have somebody to talk you through your traumas. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So Karen is sitting here with her wig in tow. She's talking to Andy, and I don't believe that Andy believed any of the shit that she was saying either. I think that Andy is pretty much here at this point to see if Karen is even fit to be back on the show. And I think that they want to use the ratings from this interview, which, judging by what the people said, this interview really topped the charts for the season for Potomac. This was a trash season anyway, by the way. But nevertheless, this episode got the highest ratings of the season. So I believe that Andy was using this to figure out whether or not he was going to bring her back on the show. So it's definitely one of those things where she is not a Jen Shaw situation. He's definitely open to having Karen back on the show, I believe. So there's that. So your Bish therapist post. I have so many thoughts about Andy Cohen sit down with Karen Huger. I'm going to podcast about the interview tomorrow. Shout out to her. I guess, watch her podcast, check out. But I also post my thoughts here. Karen is talking out of both sides of her mouth, claiming she's an addict, taking accountability, despite using language to distance herself from her actions, which I agree with that. She definitely did that, saying that she rather go to NA instead of AA. So Narcotics Anonymous. So I guess she's like, I have a problem, a substance abuse problem overall. Like basically she just doesn't want to attach herself to alcohol. Which I'm like, Karen, I wouldn't be surprised if you had a shot before this interview. Child, the person further comments, I've worked at inpatient treatment facilities and understand the complexities of recovery and motivational stages of change. Karen admitted to being in denial, and while this process isn't linear, she used careful language to distance herself from things she feels shame about. And I agree with that. Karen reports trauma at the age of 19, led her to become developmentally stunted and use substances to cope. What did you think of the interview? Then the person puts a disclaimer: posts are not intended to diagnose, treat. Oh, okay, well, they got to do all that. So here's my situation. synopsis with Karen. Karen is not ready. She has not fully accepted responsibility for her actions, in my opinion. I think that like this is her persona. Karen doesn't know how to tell the truth. She's been dancing around situations just become a day-to-day thing for her. She don't even know how to exude the truth. Cummings, your life is not perfect, ma'am. You got caught. You turned to substances. Now, I'm not going to say that she turned to substances. That very well could be the thing. Because Ray does sit over there and act super nonchalant where it comes to her. She asking the man if then, razzle. He ain't razzle dazzled by her at all. Even the come home scene, Ray just like, hey, I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. It does of affection for Karen. And that can be frustrating in a marriage. Karen has probably been pretty all her life, and she's gotten what she wanted especially as old as he is. And it ain't like he really is the Black Bill Gates where he got a shit ton of money where he can go. It can be frustrating. And Karen is a beautiful woman. But Ray probably, I'm gonna be honest, was when she lying. He knows when she covering up shit. And that as a partner, that really tired of her being fake as hell relationship. Because it's like, damn, I can't even be authentic because your ass always fucking lying. He always on him. How I'ma handle this? It's frustrating. So he probably, you know what? I don't got to play with. I don't got to move on the rest of my days, and however the chips fall, they just fall. Children, I did get very emotional when I saw Raven hugging her, and Raven was so excited to see her, and her son was there. We don't ever see her son. Her son is just like, listen, I ain't trying. Raven has been traveling the world, but she came home to make sure she greeted her mama, and I think that is so special. I love that. That was like seeing her kids and look older than her. She must have lived a hard damn life. Then her cousin that was there that sat in that scene with her, he was there. I just feel like it's too many people around. They're not calling her out on her shit or basically telling her, Karen, you've been drinking. You've been doing this. Like, you need to stop drinking. You need to stop making excuses for your behavior. Like, cut the shit. As my girl Tay says. I just feel like, it's just too much coddling going on with Karen. And her family and her friends are not helping her. They're actually her ability to move forward and grow because they're not calling her out on her shit. And it shows that they're still not doing it with the way that she responded in this interview. It was given very much. Then she kept saying, let somebody controlling the narrative. Arrest this lady's ego is. She thought that she could sway the courts. That's a lot of privilege. Didn't want to take a plea deal. That's you was gonna pay a little fine and going about your little life. Well, good luck to Karen. I pray that she is not drinking. I really do. But that post basically said that hold on, let me go back before I get out of this. And then we get to say about Married to Medicine, because I am one of those people that actually do not like Darling. But I digress. No Chaser, 0.763 million viewers. Basically, this was the season high for Potomac. Everybody has been trying to perform, like people making up storylines. Giselle can't hide behind anybody else. She's doing this mean girl hazing shit. Girl, we are not on Hampton's campus, and you are big sister almighty for the latest rush. And frankly, hazing people is really corny as fuck. It really is. And with all the technology that we have and the people's capabilities of making friends and joining organizations and doing this and doing that, and all these people on this show are rich, supposedly. So they really don't have to endure these stupid tactics that Giselle continues to introduce, because that's what she's used to be around her. Giselle, you're not like a well-to-do. You're not hoity-toity. So a lot of these women on this show have more than you. So why would I ever want to dumb myself down to be around you? I don't understand why many of these women submit to being hazed by somebody that is less than them. I would never, because bitch, you could never. Absolutely not. Never would I fucking ever let a bitch haze me. That's lame and corny as fuck. Pay your money to be a part of these organizations, do an interview, whatever. But if anybody is still doing that corny shit, it's dead and lame. And Giselle is just practicing what she has learned in her life, and she thinks that everybody should have to go through hardships to be in certain groups, and that's just not the reality of 2026. It is not. So that is why the season has crumbled to damnation. And they should pray that Karen comes back on this show so that she can bring back some spice in the life, okay, in the life of Potomac, because the season it was just trash to me. Sorry, not sorry. But I watch because it's in my neck of the woods. Moving on. Are we even shocked at this? That man looks at Quad like he cannot stand her. Okay? That man cannot stand Quad. Now, I believe that King enjoyed the dinners that Quad may have been cooking. I don't think that King wanted to have any more children. It was very clear. The fact that Quad went all the way to Africa to try to get her eggs to roost, there's no way. I believe this was all made up. It was fake to me. Sorry, not sorry. Now, if Quad really wanted to have children, I will take that back expeditiously in my TI voice. But is my friend in the chat? Yes, my friend is here. What's up, Sweet P724? She says, "Hey Shay in chat. What's up? What's up, Sweet P? How you bees? Thank you so much for joining." She says Quad is given delusional. Absolutely delusional. Okay? Absolutely delusional. Because the fact that this man, and it was weird to me. First of all, I wonder, how does Quad make her money? How is she able to stay on this show and not say anything about her work life, business life, whatever? We don't know what this lady does to make money. But yet she expected King to live in her lap of delusion with her and continue to travel back and forth to Africa to have this imaginary baby. And then you have all your friends coming over with you and y'all partying it down. Typically, when somebody is going through taking all those shots and all that stuff, you're not supposed to be drinking a whole bunch of alcohol. You're not supposed to be in no stressful situation. Partying is definitely not something you're going to be doing often. Like, I think that Quad's time to have a baby was during her marriage with Greg, and she didn't want to have a baby with Greg. So I feel like she's become content with being single, ready to mingle, and do whatever she wants to do. I think that Quad wanted to bring King on the show to piss off Greg. And the audience liked King so much and thought he was attractive that she was like, okay, well, let me bring him back for another season. And let me go ahead and take on this baby making storyline. And I take it back. I think Quad really probably did want to have a baby. But I just don't feel like, something tells me that she wasn't really trying to have no baby with him for real, per se. Because I would think that Quad is a smarter woman to not want to have a baby with somebody that would just be your baby daddy. That's just your baby daddy. I would think that she would want to be married to somebody and have a kid. I don't know. M loves black always. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Says he enjoyed being child free with her. Glad she didn't actually get pregnant by him. I'm glad too, because getting pregnant by him, that would have been a whole shit show. A whole shit show. So, that's probably a good thing that they didn't have no kids together. And he already has a daughter. And his daughter is like 11, 12 years old. He's not trying to start over. Shit, I'm 40 years old and I'm about to be 41. And everybody keep on asking me, you gonna have another kid? Your son needs somebody to play with. I'm at a point where it's like, first of all, to put my body through that at this age, it's like, oh. Then I think about my life. Like, as much as I rip and run and I barely sleep as it is. So to have a baby, at least at this point, I'm staying up and working because that's what I want to do. There are many nights where I'm in here doing stuff for my full-time job, for my business. I'm on here with y'all doing these videos. I'm constantly in a mode of progression and working. So to put a baby in there, I actually make the choice to be up late at night. I can go to bed. With a baby, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Okay? You got to stay up with that baby. Sweet P724 says, nephew got cousins and friends. He good. Exactly. Yes, indeed. Okay? Because that's how it's going to be. That's just what's going to be. So, listen, I don't, more power to people that are in their, mid to late 40s trying to have babies, child. Now, if it's your first one, I understand, but like, if you got a kid that's damn near almost out the house and you get ready to have another one, good, prayers up for you. All right, y'all, let's get into Married to Medicine, the episode. But first, before we get into that, I want to show y'all this here. Oh, y'all saying there's no sound? Oh, dang, Sweet Pea. My bad. The whole time I'm sitting here thinking it's playing the sound. Oh, crap. Hold on. Let me take it down. Let me stop sharing my screen and see if it'll fix it. But y'all, this is basically Michael sitting from Married to Medicine, Simone and Cecil's son, clown. Like, he's a clown to me. Like, I just, this little boy is so disrespectful. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the actual live that he did. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. I'll put this back on screen because there is another video that I want to show y'all. Hopefully, it'll play the sound. All share tab. Let's see. All right. When it comes back on, I'm gonna see if it'll play. All right, y'all. Let me know if you can hear it.
At work. And this has kind of been looming in the air for a minute. Who told y'all I never worked a job? Like, I don't know where that thought or
put one in the chat if y'all can hear it.
But like, I guess that's what I'm here to clear up today. All I hear is about the whole 60K thing now, and I'm gonna clear some things up today. Now, I want to start it off by saying my dad is far from perfect. No one's perfect. But my dad is far from a bum. He's never been lazy my whole life. And in a world where Black men as fathers has such a negative stigma around it, my dad has never been nothing but supportive and there for our family and his kids. But I'm not here to talk about my dad. I'm here to talk about me. Now that whole 60K thing, honestly, like it's not all it cracks out to be. The majority of that is probably food and gas. I'm not a big going out buying materialistic things with that 60K bottles and da da da. Like what you expect that to be, that's probably not what that is. But at the same time, I don't really care what you expect. That's not what I'm here to clear up today. My coworker posted a video yesterday about me at work, and this has kind of been looming in the air for a minute. Who told y'all I never worked a job? Like, I don't know where that thought or idea came from, but like, I guess that's what I'm here to clear up today. All I hear is about the whole
All right.
60K thing now, and I'm gonna clear.
So here's another video.
My dad has never been nothing but supportive and there for our family and his kids. But I'm not here to talk about my dad. I'm here to talk about me.
Let me go.
What? 15 to 17, 18. All right, cool. So green screen photos, can't do it, whatever. But I got videos. That's in high school. So that's what? 15 to 17, 18. All right, cool. First summer out of high school. This is me working at.
So he's showing videos of him actually working and different people that he's worked with, and he made a comment about how he didn't really like how some of his friends had something to say about him, how he was acting on the show and people were acting differently towards him. I'm like, you acting like a fucking brat. You're a grown ass man. And the fact that he sat here and minimized 60K on food and gas, are you shitting me? I have a whole family and I don't pay out $60,000 a year in gas and food. What the hell are you eating? And he just thinks that he's so cool. He thinks that he is so cute. And he's not. This boy has no affinity for reality. But I blame his parents because they sit up there and allow him to have this type of behavior. Let's listen to the rest of this video. It's only like 4 minutes.
Clean Juice, that's my dog, Ale. Shout out Ale, Clean Juice. I was a barista and a juice presser. Yep, get your Clean Juice. Now, if you follow the show, you also know that I did play basketball. So in the time during the school year, I'm in school playing basketball, not working a job there. I'm blessed and spoiled. Absolutely, guys. Jeez. But I work jobs. Now, this is the next summer. Boom, valet. There's that Jeep y'all love. I don't love. This is valet, though. Me working valet next summer. Yep, parking car. Now, after I stopped doing valet, I was playing basketball, cool. Then I stopped playing basketball during the year. So now I'm like, okay, now I just got to work and be in school. This is why I'm in school, basketball trainer. The triplets, you see me, I'm with my little dogs. The triplets, yep, basketball trainer. I'm getting older, though, so that money wasn't working. There was a lot going on with that. Boom. New job, server assistant. Lure. Shout out my dog, Casey, man. Server.
First of all, you posting people's kids on the internet. You should have put something over them kids' faces, but whatever.
Assistant. You see the gloves? Working. So that last picture was probably a year and a half ago, and I have been working at Nomas Cantina ever since. Graduated college, working at Nomas.
I see you, Bronze Sugar. I don't care about none of these damn jobs either, girl. But I want y'all to hear what he said at the end about his mother.
Cantina. I won't put a picture. If you don't believe me, pull up to Nomas, get you some food. Don't pull up if you're not getting you some food. I'm serving. I'm working today. You could pull up. I'll serve you. I think I'm cool. And these are the last couple of things I will leave us with, right? So one, honestly, guys, if you know me, I'm a pretty confident person. This took, I felt a little slighted by some of this, but I didn't really care. Now, what I was bothered by was people that I've known my whole life turning into weirdos. That truly did bother me over like a reality TV show that I've been on since I was little. Like people that I truly grew up with acting like they didn't know me. That bothered me. But the last thing that I will say for real is people have been coming up to me talking about you need to love your mom. You need to love your mom. I love people that come up to me and talk to me about the show. I'm always grateful for that. I don't think I'm a celebrity. Please come up to me. I love that. It's always appreciated. I love my mom like to the moon. I love her more than anything in the world. My dad, cool, that's my dog. I love her more than my dad. Like, you feel me? Like, that's just our relationship. We clash.
Of course you love your mother more than your damn daddy, because your dad ain't giving you no fucking money.
And everyone acts like everyone's been in an argument with their mother before about something. Everyone's argued with their mom before, but everyone isn't on TV to broadcast that argument for other people to feel like they can give their opinion. You feel me? Like, don't act like I don't love my mom just because we got into an argument. Like, y'all argue with y'all mom, and I think y'all love y'all moms. You feel me?
Okay, this little boy, he is just way too confident for me. The grabbing of the face and the acting like he too cool and this, that. He gets on my fucking nerves. But Simone and Cecil made him like that because they have not checked his whack behavior. There is no way. Now, my son is an only child, okay? And the boy is spoiled. He gets whatever he asks for, whatever gaming system, whatever this, that, knick-knack, patty whack he asks for. He know mama gonna get it for him, okay? And daddy. However, I don't let that boy run around acting entitled. He has to earn things. You get honor roll, okay, then you can ask me for something. You clean your room up, do what you're supposed to do, then you can ask me for something. Don't ask me for stuff just because it's a good Wednesday. No, sir. No, ma'am. No mas. Okay. He's just very, I don't know. I can't even put my finger on it. Like the boy, he think he way more than what he really is. And it's just, I blame Cecil because at the end of the day, Cecil, you are the father and they are imitating what you're allowing them to do. They're doing what you allow them to do. And the fact that he sat up here and said he loved his mama more than his daddy, but you so rude and disrespectful to your mother. I never would sit up here yelling back and forth and screaming at my mother or, just basically just acting so entitled. He gonna learn his lesson. All these little jobs he talking about that he gonna learn his lesson when his mother don't pay for shit no more. That's what's gonna really put him on his ass. That's the problem with these little fuckers. Child, Sweet Pea says he has a job. Yeah, he set up here to spewing about all the jobs he got. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Bronze Sugar says food and gas. Right. Why is your food and your gas that expensive? Bronze Sugar says, is he gonna get his pappy a job? I know that's right. Yeah, get him a job down at the waiter, the waitress and the barista. Okay. Sweet Pea says 60K. What kind of food and gas you getting? Right, girl. I'm like, yes, friend. I'm like, what the hell are you eating? Caviar every day? By the pound? Brown Sugar says we don't care. Right, friend. We do not care, okay? Not a lick of care in the world, okay? I don't give two shits about where this boy don't work at. He is annoying. And in that scene on the show with him sitting down with Cecil, now I don't think the older brother is as arrogant as Michael is, because Michael seems to be the one that is the problem. But Cecil sat down, and we're not going to go play by play for Married to Medicine because this episode was quite mid. It was quite mid. But Cecil, he sat down in a scene with the boys and he basically was telling them, and I told y'all in my last Married to Medicine a review, that those kids are going to be the reason for the demise of that relationship. And they are sitting up there allowing their sons to create gaps between them. And mind you, Simone is extremely hurt about how these kids, and how Cecil treats her. But she sits up there and laughs and cackles when Cecil says stuff, and her feelings are really hurt. She disguises her feelings with jokes and laughter with them. And it's not fucking funny. It's not funny that you are working yourself bone dry every day and your son and your husband don't appreciate it. Now, people keep talking about Cecil had, this whole career and then he had to retire early, or, because he got let go of the job and he got some lump sum. I don't believe Cecil got that much of a lump sum that it's making a huge difference in their household to the degree of Simone's salary and her business, her practice rather, and her being on this show. Because I don't know if Cecil getting paid to be on this show or not. He is certainly a part of her storyline, nevertheless. So this is a collective effort on their family's part. However, Cecil, you seem to be the guy that's just kind of sitting back and reaping the benefits of being married to Simone. It's rather sickening. And I want Cecil to be like, well, I do make my own money. But we haven't heard him say that not one good damn time. And all these little interviews and videos and shit that they posting on the side on Instagram, and they talking on live and shit. None of that stuff that they doing has Cecil said, I bring money in this house too. He ain't said none of that. And you take your black ass over to your son's house and tell them basically, listen, y'all fucking the shit up for all of us. We all using your mama, but y'all making it worse. Like, goddamn, just go along to get along like I do. That's basically what that conversation was that he had with his sons. Like, can y'all just act right because y'all fucking shit up for me? Now she gonna be asking me to get a goddamn job. It's crazy. Instead of him telling them, listen, y'all are cut off, or here's a certain amount of money y'all gonna have every month, and that's it. And you get it for this period of time. Period. Because y'all ain't gonna retiring is a serious deal. No one wants to have to work till the day they die. I know the fuck I don't. But you always want to make sure your kids are good. But your kids need to want to make sure that you're good as well. There's absolutely no way I'm going to spend my life savings on trying to make sure my son don't have to work. No. And I'm working myself to death. That's crazy. Brown Sugar says Cecil seems like he's a drunk now. Yeah, Cecil got them drunk eyes too. Them yellow old man drunk eyes. He definitely Cecil seems unhappy. Maybe he been unhappy since he couldn't play golf with his friend Terry, or whatever the fuck her name is no more. I don't know. But he going over his son's houses. I mean, their condo that they fucking paying for, to tell them basically, y'all the reason why me and your mama argue. And Michael with his big mouth talking about he don't care. You know what? Y'all gonna keep on fucking around, and when your parents get a damn divorce and your mother ain't got the money that she has anymore and can't give you shit, because now she got work, because she gonna have to pay alimony to your raggedy ass daddy, and he ain't gonna be able to give you shit because he ain't gonna get no fucking job and do shit. Y'all gonna really wake up and smell the fucking coffee beans. Child, these arrogant ass fucking kids, there will be no way. But the oldest one, he's smart. He like, I ain't trying to ruffle nobody's feathers. Michael always been talking too much shit. He gonna sit back and be quiet. Brown Sugar says he running down his resume. Why? Exactly. Because people said that he ain't working and he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. Now, the fact that you're working these little odd jobs and you still paying using $60,000 worth of funds on your mama's credit card says a lot about how irresponsible you are, and it also further proves that your parents are irresponsible for allowing you to spend that much money on a credit card. That is just super wasteful. It is extremely wasteful. Yes, exactly. They're grown ass sons out here wasting goddamn money. Bron Sugar says Cecil ain't worried about nothing but his cocktails. Right. Period. Okay. Period. So meanwhile, on the trip, okay, we can stop sharing screen now. I was going to play for y'all Funky Deneva's video on Quad and her breakup, but I don't know. We'll probably play that after. If we really just don't care. Quad, he's just not that into you, sweetie. Okay? He's just not that into you. But moving on, let's get into the episode. So Heavenly finally shows up on the trip. Okay? Wasn't really much going on in this show, y'all. I promise you. So Heavenly finally shows up, and she Simone is like, well, Heavenly talking about she ain't want to come on the trip because I'm here. And and Simone is mad at Heavenly because Heavenly said that she, basically put her hands on her and she's hostile. Let me stop y'all right here. All of y'all cut the fucking shit. Okay? All of y'all been yelling and screaming. Well, Simone definitely yelling and screaming. You cannot tell me that because Heavenly said that you are hostile, that now you look like you're unprofessional and you could lose your license over what Heavenly said. Why does it matter that Heavenly said it? But you should be more concerned about the fact that you fucking do it. You were on just last season, in the fucking reunion, about to hop over a goddamn couch trying to fight Quad. Are you shitting me? Are you dumb? Do you think that the viewers are stupid? Like, we don't see you acting a plumb fucking fool, Simone? You've got to be shitting me. But, oh, no. It's not your behavior. It's the fact that Heavenly said that you hostile. Bitch, you been hostile. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that absolutely pissed me off. Like, bitch, go sit down somewhere. I can't stand when somebody plays on my intelligence. Y'all want to sit up here and band together like, oh, just because now, since Heavenly said it, now Simone may lose her job. She's going to lose her license because Heavenly said she's hostile. Bitch, you've been yelling and screaming at people, cussing them out, calling Toya broke before y'all became besties, talking shit about Heavenly. Hell, you was in the scene yelling and screaming at your goddamn son and cussing out your husband. But oh no, that don't make you look hostile. It's only because Heavenly said it. Cry me a river, dick face. Cry me a fucking river. Simone, you full of shit. That's what you are. You believe you're mad at Heavenly, talking about Heavenly made a comment about your family and your situation because you told her about what happened with your. Are you dumb? Let's be clear. Simone ain't gonna tell Heavenly nothing that she don't want nobody to know. Mind you, you told Heavenly on camera. Is this new to you or not? You're on camera telling her about it. So you're mad that she said something about it, but it's on camera. Cut the shit. Cut it. You don't make any sense. You're mad at Heavenly for absolutely no reason, okay? You want to be mad at Heavenly. You want to pump up the volume on Heaven. Let me say something. And I've been saying this since the season started. There is no way that Heavenly should be getting this much camera time. The reason why Heavenly continues to get all this camera time, even as a friend, is because these bitches don't have shit to talk about. So all they can do is argue and yell and go back and forth with Heavenly. Simone is unhappy in her life. Her kids are fucking making her miserable. They are miserable little shits. And her husband is lazy and he ain't doing shit. She's tired of working herself to the bone, paying all the goddamn bills, being the man of the house and the provider. And they talking to her crazy. And she just runs around laughing through her teeth about everything that goes on by hiding her emotions and yelling and screaming at these ladies and taking it out on them. That's exactly what she does. And she's taking it out on Heavenly. She's angry with Cecil. She's angry with her children. She's angry that she cannot retire. And she's taking it out on Heavenly, period. It is what it is. Heavenly has been Heavenly since she got on the show. Heavenly has made it very clear. If there's anything fucked up in my life, I'm not going to talk about it. Y'all know that. So why do people keep on complaining about Heavenly being Heavenly? She has said several times, if me and my husband going through some shit, I'm not, my marriage is not for sale. But they keep on bringing her ass back to the show. Be mad at the goddamn network for bringing her back. Don't be mad at her showing us who she is. Period. It's time to cut the shit. Viewers and people on the show included. Heavenly is just being herself. Y'all sitting up here, y'all had a whole couple seasons about complaining about her, talking about stuff on her damn podcast, on her YouTube channel. She done took the damn YouTube channel down. Now y'all ain't satisfied. She ain't on YouTube talking about you on her own channel. She sneak over there to Carlos' Patreon to talk shit about y'all. And at least Carlos made it where people got to pay to hear her talk shit about you. But yet, nevertheless, she's still talking shit about you, but it's less accessible. I just feel like Heavenly is true to the game. She's true to herself. And she does whatever she deems necessary to keep this show interesting. And they know that. So that's why they play off of her. That's why Toya always want to argue with Heavenly. She don't got shit else to talk about with these other women. And then Toya, they in the pool, and Toya, Dr. Mimi, and also let me say this: I am so sick and tired of y'all people, not y'all, but the people on the show talking about, oh, and Mimi is always constantly trying to shrink us. She's trying to give us therapy. No, yeah, she is a therapist, but she also peeps bullshit. Toya, you are full of shit. I'm sick of Toya. Toya don't have nothing. She is a miserable bitch. She is. Toya is miserable. Toya wants some thick dick man to come and throw her on the bed and fuck the shit out of her. That's what she wants. Toya needs a thick, long schlong. She wants a man to just come and cuss her out and fuck her real good. That's what Toya wants. She want to be slutted out. But her husband don't treat her like that. He treats her like a queen. He's working himself to death to take care of her because she keeps on trying to keep up with the Joneses and creating more debt. You're never going to convince me that it's smart for you to keep buying house after house after house in the millions plus dollar range. You ain't fucking Bill Gates, bitch. Okay? You ain't even goddamn Tyler Perry. It's a wrap, Toya. Knock it off. And so while Dr. Mimi is trying to get Heavenly and Simone to reconcile and get through it. And they even in the pool, and Contessa, and I like the way Contessa tried to, kind of bring it full circle, because Mimi was like, Toya keeps on interrupting, talking about shit that don't nobody give a fuck about. So she needs to be quiet. So everybody is in the pool, and Contessa says, listen, let Heavenly talk and don't say nothing to her until she says, I'm done. So Heavenly is trying to speak her piece or whatever. And this is after a day of Dr. Jackie trying to play Iyanla or whatever the case may be, which, that's all fine and good, Dr. Jackie. But I mean, girl, okay, girl. I believe that Heavenly is extremely loyal to Jackie. She ain't never spilled Jackie's tea, if y'all notice. She ain't never spilled Jackie's tea. And she don't really be talking. Dr. Jackie is kind of like the friend that's off limits. So she don't really be talking too much shit about her. Now, Quad, she'll spill her tea here and there and don't give a fuck. But nevertheless, Jackie is sacred sauce. So I believe that Simone is jealous of Dr. Jackie's relationship with Heavenly. And, Simone gave Heavenly that little tidbit of information about her sons or whatever. Again, you're on TV telling her. Clearly, everyone's going to know. They're going to see. And Heavenly knows this. She's like, we're on TV. Everyone's going to know. So why are you mad at me because I'm bringing it up in the group? It's on fucking TV. But Heavenly, also on the flip side, you can't get mad if somebody brings up what's going on with your son. But at the end of the day, I don't know why y'all keep on bringing up a situation with a grown-ass man. That's her child. And we barely really see her son on the show. He doesn't want to be filmed, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be talked about. I'm sure Heavenly knows where her son is, because if the daddy know where her husband, the daddy, knows where the son is, and his brother knows where he is, she knows that he's safe. But Heavenly gotta grab her imaginary balls and go and apologize to her child, and that's something that she has to handle with her kid. And Heavenly is also a friend of the show this season. So y'all keep on trying to give her main character energy by getting all in her business. Talk about your own shit. Heavenly should not, the reality of it is, Heavenly should not be in every scene. The reason why she is in every scene is because these hoes ain't got shit to talk about. Period. They don't. Toya don't want nobody to find out about her getting bent over in the back of them damn tennis courts. I don't know if that's true or not. I just made that up. But you going to playing tennis so much, I'm sure you get hitting some balls all right. Shit me. And I'm tired of Toya on here acting like she's a single parent. That is disrespectful to single mothers. You got fucking maids and shit. You don't have to do shit for them kids by your goddamn self. Eugene is very present. And I agree with Heavenly when she said, now Toya kept on trying to divert shift the subject in the conversation when everybody's trying to bring Heavenly and Simone back together. And Heavenly eventually goes over and has a side conversation with Simone and apologizes to her, which Simone says she don't want to accept the apology or whatever. But, in due time, in her own time, she can, accept it or not accept it. That's her BI. That's her prerogative. But Toya want to go into Heavenly talking about her husband. Toya, we don't give a fuck about Heavenly talking about your husband. You want to know why? Because you talk about your husband. You are a terrible wife. You treat that man like shit. But I'm with Heavenly. If you like it, I fucking love it, bitch. I wouldn't give two shits about her talking about her carrying Eugene. Let Eugene sit over there and look like a pussy by himself. If he want to let his wife continue to minimize him and make him look like a puss on TV, that's his prerogative. Who gives a shit? I don't care. And Heavenly said that. She said, Eugene like it, so I'm not about to keep on talking about it. Like, it is what it is. And for Toya to bring it up, Toya did interview after interview after interview and never accepted responsibility for talking shit about her husband. She doesn't ever feel like she's wrong. And I'm sick of it. And I love people are mad at Mimi, Dr. Mimi, talking about she on police and Toya. I'm glad somebody calling Toya's ass out because Toya talk over people and she want to be nasty to people. She never accepts responsibility for her actions. Fuck her. Dr. Mimi, dig in her ass, count all her tequila shots, all her drinks, all the hog moles, all the gravy, all the mac and cheese. Count everything that she puts in her mouth, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Toya, shut the fuck up. Miss B is in the building. Miss B4996 says, hey sis, hit that like button, y'all. Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Bronze Sugar says, bullseye. Sweet Pea says, Simone been yelling since, right, been yelling since season goddamn one. But all of a sudden, because Heavenly said something, now you hostile. Bitch, you been hostile. I'm just, cut the shit. I'm just tired of everybody trying to make Heavenly seem worse than she is. She already, now, yes, she is. Heavenly is just as miserable. Absolutely. Okay. She does some miserable shit. But my Lord, today, y'all are not about to sit up here and make Heavenly the villain of this show because she is not. All these hoes are equally as tumultuous. And they love the drama. They go to Heavenly to create drama because they don't got shit. They don't want to talk about it. And I think that Simone wanted Heavenly to attack her husband because she too pussy to do it herself. Not to say that she should attack her damn husband, but I feel like she wants to be able to get out all the stuff that she really want to say about her husband and her sons. And the only way to do it is to argue with Heavenly and blame her. You ain't slick, Simone. Because that's the same shit you did when you were frustrated that Cecil ain't had no job and you felt like he ain't had no get up and go about himself to go out here and find work and make money. You were mad about it. So you took it out on Heavenly so that she could say something. So then you can actually get, say what you wanted to say. Child, please. Hebert Code 3918 says, don't start no ish, won't be no ish. Heavenly is evil. I don't know. I don't think Heavenly is evil. I think she is the start and the finish to the plot. I think that everybody makes her more relevant than she should be. That's just my opinion. But yeah, Heavenly do be starting shit. And if somebody come back at her, hell yeah. That's on her. But it's not, y'all, I can't sit here and be like, it's all Heavenly. No. These hoes be acting crazy and strange and deranged, especially Toya. Bronze Sugar said, I feel the rumors of Toya cheating were true and she had them. Child, I believe it. In my opinion, I believe it's true too. I think Toya wants her a roughneck, not permanently, but she probably have the garden guy coming through the back door with his tattoos in tow and 6-pack, getting in that nappy dugout, tearing it up, having her screaming and squealing on that bed. Okay, because all this talk of send me, that was just code for I want you to send me a dick pic. No, Toya want to be slapped around, tossed around, and fucked on. That's what she wants. She wants some. She got a rough neck. Got a rough neck. That's what she wants. Periodically, she likes the stability of Eugene, in my opinion. But I think Toya wants some nasty old nappy dugout sex sometimes. That's what I think. And that'll probably get her from being so stank and nasty. She just needs somebody to tear it up real good. Marion Bell 9416 says, I agree with everything you're saying. Whether you like Dr. Heavenly or not, she brings the show. I don't like Big Mouth Simone, and Toya ain't shit. Thank you, Marion Bell. Where have you been all my life? Okay? Listen. And I'm not saying Heavenly is amazing. I'm glad this is very well put. Thank you so much, sis. Can I like this comment 85 times? Okay? Love, love, love. You get me. You get me. And it just is what it is. I can't listen. I can't tell y'all nothing but the truth, okay? Bron Sugar says, I don't care what nobody says. Those were Toya's hood friends that broke in that lady's house. I don't like Toya. I don't like Toya's ass either. Because Toya doesn't accept responsibility for shit. And she turns it over on everybody else. She talk over people, throw people out of her house. She's very materialistic. She is the type of person that I couldn't be friends with a Toya like that. It's getting old. Miss B says, I like Heavenly. She speaks her mind, and Toya do too. At least they give entertainment. The others, not so much. Right. And I agree with that 1,000%. We would have no show on Married to Medicine. Like there would be no show if it wasn't for Heavenly and Toya. That's why Toya keep on going back and forth with Heavenly and trying to argue with her, because she don't have shit. Ain't nothing going on with the other ladies. Heavenly should be getting, Bravo should be ashamed of themselves. They should be paying that woman a full-time check. She dropped down to friend of because she was doing her political career or whatever. But she's giving very much main character energy. They might as well go and put her back in the intro. Because at this point, I mean, girl, what? Child. But that's it, y'all. That was all that went on this episode. It wasn't really shit else. I mean, I think Contessa did a good job on this trip. I want to go to Miramar Beach now. It seems really nice. I went to Key West for my sister's 40th birthday. Her and her friends had a really beautiful Airbnb with a pool. It was so beautiful. And so we went down there. We went to really nice dinners and all that good stuff. I don't know if they had a chef come one night before I got there or what, but it's really, really nice. Really, really nice. Florida has some really good pockets of beautiful homes to Airbnbs in. Miss B says Dr. Jackie gonna reprimand Simone, gonna throw a tantrum. Contessa gonna flip flop. Toya gonna put that marriage and her friend's business on Front Street, and Quad gonna quad. Yes, period. Okay, period. Can I start this? Absolutely, 1,000%. All that, because first of all, Quad Luther the King. I'm sure King was over her with how she talks and how she's so dramatic. If I was a man, I don't care how good that trap hole in between the middle of you is, okay? That would piss me off. She would get on my fucking nerves. Quad is so dramatic. Ooh, I don't know if I can manage around that. More power to any man that can deal with her, because she is just way too dramatic for me. I can't. And Contessa, yeah, definitely a flip flopper. Definitely her and her husband are weird as fuck. Jackie act like she's somebody's mama for show. And Simone is hostile. and she's always fucking yelling. If anything, I wouldn't want to be a patient of hers from her behavior on the show, not because Heavenly called her hostile. Child, not an older white man. Now, you know what? That might work, though. That might actually work, because that old man will probably be listening to her bullshit and too old and tired to correct her, and too unhip to understand what she even fucking talking about, and just give her what she wants so she can shut up. King just looked at her with disgust and frustration this last season. That man don't like her. He does not like that lady, okay? Definitely does not like her. But y'all, that's it, y'all. Let me take my ass to bed. Okay. I am way past my bedtime. Let me see if the camera gonna be nice to me if I come up on here. Let me go put some flexi rods in my damn hair so it can stay doing a little something, something. I got some meetings in the morning, so I got to go to bed. All right. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with a sister all night. Okay. I about to send my good sis happy birthday because I likes to be the first one. I missed the time. It ain't 12 a.m. no more. But love y'all. Mean it. Thank you so much for rocking with me. And I will be back tomorrow to talk about Southern Charm. Okay. So watch the episode so we can talk about it. And D, I know you probably in the bed, sis, but we talk about Southern Charm tomorrow. And I know she's gonna cuss me out about Heavenly in this chat when she rewatches this tomorrow. I look forward to it. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Mean it. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, because why not? Okay. Help a sister out because you like me. All right. Comment in the chat if you are replaying this, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.